Hello everybody, so I'm going to do a third party update for today's one. I'm just going to shuffle them like I have done on the other videos recently. So I've got 3 gemstones for you to choose from. So I've got a painted turquoise, this one was, as I recall. For pile, oh that's pile 1, number 1, okay. Got mother of pearl for 2. And I've got carnelian for 3. So I'll hold them all up together. Whoops, it's easier than messing with the camera. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So pick one. You can pause the video if you want to. And then I'll get going. And we'll see what we get for third party update. So I'm not going to do a spread as such, I'm just going to see what I get. That's what it's very often you find you get really good messages from Spirit that way. But I will do spreads later on. There we go. Okay. I'm now going to shuffle for pile 1. So I'm just going to give them a good shuffle. Okay. Not going to take any of the fallout yet. I'm going to split the deck now. Let's see what we've got. Oops. Getting haunted by the hangman lately, I don't know why. It just seems to be coming out everywhere, just popping out. Okay, so I'm going to do that little split the deck thing because it really does enhance the energy of the cards. It's really interesting when you do that. Okay, whoops. Okay, so they're shuffled around. Okay, so pile 1. Third party update for pile 1, third party situation. Information, ooh, nice of cups, okay. Let's see what else we've got. See if it resonates with your situation and if it's got any advice for you, this pile. Whoops, third party situations for pile 1. Advice for those in the third party. Pile 1. Whoops, a daisy. There we go. Justice reverse, Knight of Cups you've got so far. 2 cups on the bottom. Oops, something tried to come out then. Knight of Pentacles. Let's see what else we've got. Pile 1, third party update, pile 1. The Knight of Pentacles feels like the person that you're with. I feel as if I'm talking to the person in the relationship here. If that resonates with you. I feel as though the viewer is in a relationship with the Knight of Pentacles. So you could be the person in the relationship dealing with a third party. Or a potential third party. But I think this is going to be mostly for those who know that they're in a third party. But this one could turn out to be one where you're asking if you are or you want information on it. So we'll see what it says. So pile 1, third party, please. Whoops, that's a lot of cards, but that's still okay. Third party situations for pile 1, please. Any more cards, please? Third party situations. Oh, there we go. 10 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so this has caused disruption to your home life. Yeah, so you're the person who's in it, who's in the actual relationship itself. I'm feeling any more cards needing to come out. I'm feeling drawn to the deck again. Hang on a minute. Up to now, you've got the Knight of Cups upright, Justice reversed, Knight of Pentacles upright, which represents who you're with, I think, and the 10 of Pentacles reversed up to now. So, third party situations, please. Spirit, any more cards from the deck for now? Third party situation, please. Pile 1, the hangman. The hangman. He wants to come out, he really does. You don't want to be single, you don't want to leave the relationship, and you're feeling quite upset as well. Okay, so yeah, so you've got... So the Knight of Pentacles is the person that you're with, could be an earth sign. Masculine energy, so take the energy as it resonates. I feel you're a feminine energy watching. Could be an earth sign who you're with as well. And the situation is causing disruption to your home life, to your stability, your financial stability. I feel like, those of you in a marriage, could be divorce on the cards with the Justice card. You're worrying about that, or you're going through a divorce. But you don't want to leave, you want to resolve things, I feel. The Knight of Cups coming in could either signify someone that you're involved with. So it could be you who's having a third party outside, or the other person, because the Knight of Cups feels like a masculine energy. So unless you've got a masculine that you're with who's gone with another masculine and you're a feminine, right, because that does happen, or this is your affair partner. It might be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It might be younger than you as well. And the Knight of Pentacles definitely feels like the person that you're with, so you're the one in the relationship. If you're being cheated on, then he is with him, so it's two masculines, I feel. If you're the one doing it, this is your partner. Because you're a feminine, I feel like I'm talking to a feminine energy, regardless of your gender or whatever. It's a feminine energy. It's causing, like, as I say, disruptions to stability. This person's very dependable, you've had a good relationship with the person. The Hangman haunting me completely lately, I don't know why. This is about, like, delays, and sort of like, there's like a suspension of animation right now. It was like, not a stalemate, but like a kind of like not knowing what to do. There's an indecision. You don't want to be single, you don't want to leave the relationship with the Knight of Pentacles, you're actually quite upset as things are going. So this is you don't want to be on your own. You actually want to be the Queen of Cups. You don't feel like anyone's working on it right now enough, Yeah, you're really quite down about it, the Five of Cups. You're upset about it all. And you want to work things out with your partner. So if it is you that's kind of like straight outside, I think you regret it in a way. You kind of want to make things right again. And if it's the other person that's strayed, it doesn't have to be the masculine that is strayed with. I mean, if it resonates that it's a feminine, take that as well. Then I feel like you're very obsessed with the situation and you don't want to be single, you don't want it to end. So the person who's watching really wants to make this work, and they're the one in the relationship, so they're either cheating or being cheated on. That's what I feel. I'm the person watching this pile. So I'm gonna shuffle for advice for you from Spirit. So advice for pile 1, please, in the third party situation. Advice for pile 1, please. A little bit shy with the cards today. Sometimes they fly out and other times they take a while to come through. Advice for pile 1, please. Third party situation. Advice for pile 1. Advice for pile 1, please, in the third party situation. Third party situation, pile 1. Yeah, I might need to split the deck again. Maybe the cards aren't aligned in the right place. Want to come out. Any advice? Oops, okay. Five of Swords. So the conflict is going to be ongoing. There's still some bad feeling there. So it doesn't look like it'll be resolved anytime soon. With the Five of Swords, there's still a lot of like energy of conflict. You know, your partner might be upset if they know about it, and there's a lot of this energy going on. The Five of Swords is like, you know, one of quite sort of, quite negative conflict. It's quite sort of unpleasant, you know. So it just, it's acknowledging the unpleasant atmosphere that you're experiencing, and the fact that, you know, you just want to be out of this energy. This is what you want. You don't want to be anxious anymore, have sleepless nights or anything like that, you know. That's what you're wanting. Is there any further advice for Pile 1? Anything that they can do to go forward with? That's a little bit more uplifting than the Five of Swords. I think take a break, look after yourself, pamper yourself. The Four of Swords, you're not resting well enough. Further advice for Pile 1, please. There we go, yeah. Okay. It might be that like the Ace of Wands is upside down, which signifies a lack of passion. And it could be that, you know, you do choose to walk away from the situation in the end. It might not be salvageable, but this is just a general reading, so don't like take it as, you know, gospel or anything like that. It's a general reading, and it examines, like, you know, current energies, and if it resonates with your situation, don't force it to fit, you know, if it doesn't fit with you. You want desperately to not have any sleepless nights anymore and to have this resolved, and you would really like to stay in the relationship as well, but there's a lot of negative energy around it, and everything seems quite, at the moment, it just seems very, you know, stressful for everyone involved, you know. So I think, you know, the Four of Swords popped up before, and that was kind of like, you know, just take a break and rest and think through your next step, and know that everything's going to be okay no matter what happens, what the outcome is. Everything is for your highest good. The path that you take, you know that you've done your best, and you're human, you know. And sometimes, you know, we do things that we regret, and we learn from it all, you know. We learn from the experience, and you know, and you will recover, you will get through it no matter what the outcome of this is. The cards are taking a while to come through. I was wanting like some advice cards, you know, that, but I think at the moment everything seems up in the air. It's like it could go either way, I think, at the minute. There's no sort of final, like, you know, spirit on saying, oh yeah, it's gonna be okay, in the sense that you're gonna get your relationship back, which is what you want, or it's gonna be okay in the sense that, oh no, you'll go your separate ways, and ultimately you'll recover, and you'll recover your life again and be happy. So they're not really telling me anything either way, you know. I'm sort of like shuffling away trying to get the cards out. So this just looks like at the moment everything's still hanging, everything's still up in the air. Which is probably what the Hangman is as well, actually. You know, when I said about the delay before, literally everything's like this suspended animation. And you know, I'm not seeing much of a resolution at the minute. And there's a sense of walking away, you know, which may be what happens in the end, but it's not definite. It's not, you know. But yeah, the Four of Swords is saying, you know, you're not taking a break, so look after yourself, pamper yourself, take time out, breathe. It was similar to a reading I did last night, where the person was like a type A energy, you know, like just really thinking about things, and the mind just going haywire. So I think, you know, you're looking to the relationship resolution to give this to you, which is, you know, no more sleepless nights, everything fine, you know. But I think you should try and give it to yourself at this time. And, you know, as I say, the Hangman, time will tell, you know, and time is a great healer as well, I've just heard. So, you know, the Hangman is all about like everything being kind of in suspension. So I hope that resonated. I hope that helped. And as I say, know anything that happens in life, you'll recover, you'll be fine either way. You know, we go through lessons as human beings, and we come out the other side. This too shall pass, someone once said to me, which was like the most calming statement ever. If you ever say that to yourself when something bad's happening or something challenging is going on in your life, just say to yourself, this too shall pass, and honestly, it just calms you right down. It does for me anyway, it works for me. Someone said that to me a long time ago, and it really, really works, you know. So yeah, so don't be worrying, get yourself into this state, take care of yourself. You know, I'm trying to see if I can find the Four of Swords for you, but it popped up before. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, so what you want is, you want to do this, okay? Do this for now. You know, chill out and everything will be okay. Yeah. Okay, so thank you, pal one. I hope that helped. Let me know. Comments, like, share, subscribe, usual. I'm on Instagram with this as well. But I don't, this reading's not on Instagram, but I've got like loads of picker cards on there as well. So you know, get some guidance there as well if you feel drawn to it. So thank you, pal one, and see you in my next video hopefully, and take care. So pal two. Okay, third party situations for pal two. Let's have a little look and we'll see. So what we've got, I'm just shuffling the cards and I'm gonna split the deck and see what we've got for you. It's a general reading, so say what resonates, leave what doesn't. To enforce it to fate, you know. And what I've always said in general readings is that Spirit won't bring through in a general reading anything that you don't already know about, so anything mega heavy. Like, you know, that's like revelations. It's not going to bring things through that you don't already know about. Because nothing too major anyway. Oh, 2 of Cups. This isn't bad. Okay. My first feeling with these cards I've just got out there, because sometimes I get several cards out and I think like, oh, okay, which ones are for you and which ones need to go back in, you know. There's that kind of instinct that comes up, you know, when they tell me like what they want and what way they go around, and these kind of speak to me really. You've got the 2 of Cups for your first card, which is really good. So if you're in a third party or you want to know if like the person you're interested in is interested in you yet, you know, Death card in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, what I saw with this, which might be a little bit evil, is the death of the Queen of Swords. Not literal, but the Queen of Swords feels like your love rival or the person, the other party, the other woman. I'm getting a lot of feminine energies in there. You know, but as I say, you know, feminine, masculine energy can embody either gender, you know. So, 2 of Cups. The first feeling that I'm getting from this is that you are going to be successful in the third party situation that you're in. And the Queen of Swords, as the other person, is going to be moving on out. And you're going to be going off into the sunset with the person that you're inquiring about or interested in. The Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups can be negative and positive. It can be like, you know, leaving a situation, ending it, you know, breaking up and moving on. Moving on in a way that's, you know, where something's ended that you didn't want to end. But it can also be, for this reading, it's wandering off into the sunset or the moonset, as it were, with moonlight, with the person of interest, your person of interest. So yeah, for this is actually a positive reading for those inquiring, those in third parties. I'll just get some more cards, so more advice for pile 2 please. More information on this situation for pile 2. And the third party, more advice on pile 2's third party situation please. Cards are a bit shy today. You normally like leap out here. What's this? Oh no, it's not enough, I don't think. It's too many. Yeah. Pile 2, third party situation please. They seem to jump out more at night, which is interesting. So like maybe, you know, they always say spirit's more active at night, don't they? Although, you can encounter them any time of the day, really, I do. Whoops, there we go. Right, where we go. Ooh, the King of Swords, so counterpart here. the first bit there, Daniel, is you're going to be single and in your power. I think what it refers to more is that because you've been, when all this happens, when all this comes to fruition for you, you're going to be single and in your power and independent, and then it's going to come to you. You know, the third party resolution in your favour is going to come to you. The relationship's going to come to you. So, you know, you're going to be in a good place when this relationship grounds, when it manifests. You're going to be single, independent, happy. You're going to be kind of so I don't know whether you're going to let this situation go though as well. I don't know, let's have a look. The King of Swords is next to the Queen of Swords in reverse, which tells me you might not end up sort of around either of them. You know, like the Queen of Swords is going to, I'm getting a different message. I'm getting two. One is that you're going to be single and in a good place when the relationship comes through. You get the opportunity for the relationship. But I'm also getting that you're not going to choose the relationship either. That you're going to choose to stay single and you're not going to get involved with the King of Swords, which I think is your person of interest, because he's there sat next to the Queen of Swords, who's the person who's going to be, you know, not chosen. So I feel like this is the two people who are in the relationship and you're on the outside of it. And the King of Swords is going to choose you. And, you know, the Queen's going to be death. Symbolically death, not actual death. But you're not going to stick around. Now, there could be air signs as well, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because they're both swords energies. A lot of conflict, a lot of talking between, a lot of verbal conflict. You could be an air sign. Number 9 might be relevant to you as well. But yeah, I feel like, you know, you might choose to stay single. So when this relationship comes forth and you get the opportunity to be in it, so that the person's going to choose you, the one that you're inquiring about, that you're interested in, the King of Swords is going to choose you over the Queen of Swords. You're going to be in a really good place in yourself. You'll be single, available, you know, independent. And you might not choose to do it. You might actually choose to stay that way. So you might not actually take them up on the offer when they come through. So that's like the message I'm getting for pile 2. I'll just get some more advice for you and see what else we've got. Okay, so is there any further advice for pile 2, please, in the third party situation? The person of interest. You're going to choose them, it would seem, but they might not choose to in the end. Oh, there we go. One jumped out then. I said this to the last pile. The Hangman again. Getting haunted by the Hangman, I am. He's haunting me. Yeah, you're going to move on, I think. You just want an end to the heartbreak. I think that you're going to feel a bit like, oh, this isn't for me after all. And you think that it's going to be too painful to continue on with it. So you're going to, I don't think you're going to go for it. I think you think it might be too much hassle, you know. Might be too much water under the bridge, as they say. The Hangman's saying take your time, don't make any hasty decisions. Don't rush. You know, just get on what you're doing and let the situation ferment, as it were. Yeah, I think you might decide it's too painful. There might be something about the situation that that you think might be too emotionally risky for you. You might not be into it as much. So I'll just see if there's any other cards that you want to give me before I close the reading. Any further advice for pile 2, please, Spirit, on the third party? Any further advice, please? Any further advice, Spirit? Pile 2. And the cards are shy today. Oh, what was that then? Do we have a card? I'm feeling them ones. You're going to meet some nicer swords in the future. An air sign of masculine energy. Nicer swords is coming in. That's going to be a future relationship for you. Yeah, you're going to have a tower moment. You'll have a tower moment. Like a moment of realisation about the relationship, and I think you'll realise that's not what you want really. In the end, even though the person ultimately chooses you. So you kind of get what you wanted, but you know, I think you're not gonna go for it. And as I say, this Knight of Wands, you're gonna focus on your career, and your goals and dreams, and the Knight of Wands will be a future relationship for you. So we're becoming the Knight of Swords, sorry, not Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, which is interesting because like it was the King of Swords, wasn't it? The person that you're inquiring could be a mature man, an older man, and you could be a bit younger, and the Knight of Swords could be closer to your own age. Take that as it resonates. That's quite specific for some. So yeah, so this situation, you will prevail after a period of waiting, but by which time you'll be like this, and you may not go for it. You'll have a bit of a tower moment in yourself, and you might choose to focus on your career and not go for the relationship after all. As I say, a future relationship coming in for you will be a Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who's around your own age, close to your own age, and seems single by all intents and purposes, you know. So I hope that helps, hope that resonates, pile 2, and I shall go on now to pile 3. So we've got, right, so I give these a little shuffle for pile 3. So third party. So those of you who are in a third party interest, the Hangman is like, this is spirit with a sense of humour. I don't take the cards when I'm shuffling first, because I need to split the deck for pile 3. Between each pile, I'll do that. I'm smart. The Hangman must be some sort of thematic card of the day or something, or, you know, or spirit's got a sense of humour and keeps on hitting me with the Hangman. It's been coming out in like every reading, and like just even in like readings I do for myself sometimes, you know, privately. I'm not going to take the Knight of Pentacles because this isn't for pile 3. Oh, the King of Wands just yet. Well done, Spirit. Okay. I think that getting impatient, I'm going to split the deck now because there's cards flying out. They're like, hurry up, Jen. Okay, right, so I'm going to split it. That one wants to go that way. That wants to go that way, okay. I'm just going to like... I'll do a weird like little split with this one because it doesn't do that lovely concertina effect where like, you know, you split the deck into 2 halves and then that thing kind of goes in, like you see it like other readers do. And it's either because my hands are tiny or this deck, but I can do it with the angel cards. But this deck just doesn't seem to play ball. Probably me. It took me years to learn to shuffle as a kid. I've never shuffled. Little tiny hands. Hobby hands. Right. So anyway, pile 3. Here we go. So for those of you who chose, I think it was the Carnelian, wasn't it, number 3? Yeah. For those of you who chose this one. Pile 3. Third party updates to pile 3. Third party. 5 of Swords wants to leap out, okay. A lot of conflict in this situation, a lot of unpleasantness. It's not a nice card, the 5 of Swords. It kind of signifies, you know, like horrible atmospheres between people, lots of falling out and conflict. It's only minor arcana though, so I don't worry too much about it being a bit on the negative side, but on the miserable side. Okay, third party for pile 3, please. Come on, Spirit, you were giving me cards before. Oh, thank you. See, they heard me. 6 of Swords. I doesn't want to go reverse or upright. Let me have a look, see how that feels. Wants to go upright. It's some of you moving on from the conflict, actually. So whatever this conflict has been, a lot of like negative energy, which is this one. It wants us to go upright. When I get them out, I feel like what they want. And it's saying that you're moving away from the negative energy. So there's been an unpleasant atmosphere, but you're moving away from it in this situation. Pile 3, third party situation, please. Tell me more. Some more cards for pile 3, please. Third party situation for pile 3. Come on, Spirit. Pile 3, please. Third party situation for pile 3. Rather quiet today. They seem to jump out more at night, like I was saying to the last pile. I think, what they say that with Spirit, don't they? I did the reading last night. Oh yeah, on Instagram, and it was like that was the witching at like 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 of Wands, oh yeah, well, you're going out to meet someone. You're going on like this sort of, as you move away, you're going away from one person and towards another. You've chosen somebody else. Or if you haven't, you're about to, but I think you already know about this. This is another person that you're in a relationship with. You're going towards them. You've chosen to walk away from something. Similar to pile 2 in a way, you know, but you've already done it. I don't think this is a continuation of pile 2 because I cleared the decks and everything. If this is your reading, you're kind of like, oh, this is going on. The third party's too much, too stressful. You've had enough. You didn't want to get into. This isn't the person that you're asking about. Third party wise, this is somebody new that you've chosen to enter into a relationship with. You've chosen to like give up on the situation. Or you've chosen to go back to your original partner or something like that. You've chosen somebody available. And this person's waiting for you patiently. So they've been waiting for you to get out of this third party situation, I feel. They've been someone who wanted to be with you, but you were in this third party situation. And you're moving towards this new person. So there's somebody around you. I feel as though, you know, most of you have already done this, or you're about to, you know about this, you're already starting to be in this situation now. But I feel like you're going to be happy with this person. They feel really stable to me. Like, you know, maybe a fire sign or an air sign, masculine energy. And they're very stable in terms of the job and their income and the profession and everything, you know. Might have their own business. Very stable, very trustworthy, very reliable. I think you're probably going to make a good choice here, to be honest, you know. Like, I think this person is going to seems like a decent person, so hopefully, you know, if it works out, then, you know, it'll be really good. A good person to be around, you know. So yeah, this person's been waiting for you to leave this situation. They've been interested in you and been waiting for you to kind of extricate yourself from all this drama. So someone who's been interested in you, dark hair, I'm seeing. And they want you to join them. They may not live where you live. You might have to travel to go to them, to go and live with them. You might be literally like travelling to live with them in their country, in their city, or in their hometown. It feels like they're the same country, but maybe like, you know, in a different state. If you're in America, a different city or town. You know, that requires a bit of travelling to get to. Or you're figuratively moving towards them. It's not necessarily a move, but for a lot of you I feel like it is a geographical move as well. But it doesn't have to just be a geographical move, it can be figurative as well. So yeah, you're moving towards this new person. You've got a new relationship coming in, which is going to be one of equals. You're going to be equal to them. You're going to both be single, both be available. There'll be none of this drama. And they've been waiting patiently for you to like get away from this other situation. And the Chariot is on the bottom of that. That's them rushing towards you. So as you're coming towards them, they're like, you know, they're really eager. Their energy is so eager. They can't wait to get started with you, to get all this started. I'm going to do some more cards, see what we get. It's quite a lot from 3 cards. So. Any more advice for pile 3, please, on their situation? Advice for pile 3, please. Information. He's the other way, he's upside down this time. This is so funny. This hangman has been following us through the reading. All 3. And I've said before, he haunts me constantly. And now he's turned the other way around. He's been upright all the way through. And for this reading, it actually is relevant because there's an end to delay. Like, there's no more waiting around and suspended animation. So he's popping out like this, and I say, yes, an end to delay in this reading, you know. Basically, Spirit of being facetious, you know. It's actually my late godmother's anniversary today, so she might be around. And my dad might be around as well. He passed last year. Wouldn't surprise me. So someone's got a sense of humour, you know, the other side. Yeah, the chariot popped out again upside down, but I mean, you know, we had that one before. I don't know if that's for you or not. You know, it's just acknowledging the delays, I think, and the fact that we've been waiting. But yeah, the hangman is part spirit being facetious and partly a little message for you to say that there's an end to delay. It's basically acknowledging your reading. Okay, they're asking me to put the hangman back in the deck, so we're okay. So any advice for part 3, please, before I close this reading? Any more advice for part 3, please? Part 3, third party situation and the positivity of them moving towards this new person who's been waiting on the sidelines for a while for them. Part 3, third party advice and support, please. Yep, thank you very much. Oh. Okay, the Ace of Cups came out reverse for some weird reason. You haven't kept your strength up. So you know you might need to look after yourself a bit more. You haven't kept your strength up. That's what I just heard then. And you're feeling a bit down in the dumps. You need to be a bit more positive. So I think like maybe, you know, you didn't believe that this is happening. So the sun is there as well. Yeah, I was just thinking that the sun reverse usually means that, you know, there's positivity around you, but you're not fully engaging with it. So it's still a positive card even when it's reversed. And then when I thought to myself, oh, you're not taking it, what you're being offered. That was next. You know, which is about like, you know, you're not really believing in this situation that you've got. And you're still feeling a bit like this. So you're still feeling a bit emotionally down in the dumps over this situation, you know. But, you know, the saying to take care of yourself because you haven't been keeping your strength up. You've been allowing your frequency to drop a little bit. And so the Ace of Cups can't come through, the love can't come through from this person until you truly believe in it. So it could be that, you know, you haven't made the full decision yet to go there, but you will. That's there for you, it's waiting for you, and I think you maybe know about that as well. You know, some of you are a bit further along that path towards that person than others are. But I feel like, you know, you need to let the love in that this person's wanting to bring you in. Let's see, so you need to take care of yourself a bit more and to emotionally heal. Yeah, the Lover's card is popping up there for a second, which is a decision, a dilemma. So you've got the opportunity to move towards this other person, but you're still a little bit emotionally traumatised, I think, by it. It's not so much emotionally tied to the situation, because I think you've kind of walked away from it, really. You've wanted to get away from it. But I think you're in that sort of limbo period in between, where you're still emotionally, you know, upset. I think all these cards are going to be for you. Yeah. You're not able to rest, you're feeling quite restless. You've got the Four of Swords and the reverse, Three of Cups reverse, so your social life, your friends are suffering, you're kind of withdrawn socially, maybe you're not having as much fun as you did before. This could be the person that was involved. Oh no, this is you. I first thought, oh, was it the person? I thought, no, this is you. You're a bit too stern, like the Emperor, you need to lighten up. You're not having enough fun. Because, you know, you're the Emperor, like, nope, not having fun, no. You need to go out and have fun with your friends and just chill out and relax a little bit. And then this person's going to be there for you. You've got the opportunity for this love. And then this Ace of Cups will turn upright for you, you see. So yeah, you need to look after yourself a bit more. Lighten up a bit. You know, do something with your friends. Have a bit of fun with your friends. And allow yourself to rest a little bit as well. So turn this guy up this way. And then this other person will come through for you then, because you're not able to accept the relationship from this lovely stable person who's waiting for you until, you know, you can get back into emotional equilibrium with yourself after you've gone through this situation. I think it was quite traumatic for you. You've had a really hard time, I think, and so you're feeling quite emotionally, you know, shell-shocked. The cards are saying anyway. So yeah, Spirit's advice is to look after yourself, going out and have fun with friends. Less of this Emperor and more of this. Okay, more of this. And more of this. And then, you know, you'll be able to get to this. Move towards that person. And turn this up that way. So I hope that made sense. I hope that resonated for you. I hope it helped. Let me know. Comments are open. And like, share, subscribe, the usual. I'm on Instagram as well. There's pick a card readings on there, which are like written ones. I found that this might be better for video, and Instagram's better for the other type. So I've kind of got bits on both, you know. But yeah, I hope it helped, and I hope you enjoyed the reading. And thank you for watching part 3, and hope to see you in my next reading.